Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will share with you some tips and tricks if you're struggling in warrobots or if you're just grinding in low level but you wanna go to Master or Champion League. So as you can see, I actually downgraded to the expert. I have no idea how that happened, but I was like, I need to play smartly. I need to do the best that I can with the things that I have. So I haven't played in like 2 years, so it's rough out there. But the thing is, everything is old, right? My hangar is very old, robots, weapons. So I was like, I can't do what I usually did, like before I stopped playing. So there are a couple of things that I was doing even before, like when I was just starting playing, and I remember all of the things, and I was like thinking maybe someone else could like use this information and maybe it can help someone. So first I just want to mention that this is mostly like beacons games, like Beacon Rush or Domination, because this is just something that I always prefer to play. So first I want to say the most important thing is, because this is beacons games, we have to go for beacons. I mean, sure, we all know that it's logical, but I want to give it a twist. Go for beacons, try to have 3 beacons on the team, but don't do it at the expense if you're botting out. So if you're seeing that you're dying a lot, that like you're going for beacons and you're just obliterated and you're losing 1 bot, 2 bots, stop it. I mean, I know it sounds like harsh, but you don't need to be like, especially at first, like first couple of minutes, if you only have 2 beacons, it's totally fine. You don't need to go out there and like be out in the open, right? So then second, what I would say, it's very important to use covers, especially if you have low level or if like your robots is like very low, like mine, right? You have to use covers. If you can't be on a beacon while using covers, you have to do it. Every once in a while, you just have to sacrifice the beacon. It doesn't mean you're avoiding beacons, but you have to use covers and like try to observe your robots. I'm not saying all the time, but if you're seeing you're struggling and you're dying a lot, you cannot afford to bot out 5 minutes in, because you're leaving your teammate at a disadvantage. Then third, I would say it's very important to use more short range weapons than long range. So short, that means that they have like you could say they are disadvantaged because you have to go close, but the damage output is a lot more. If you're using your cover smartly, this can be very good. But like I noticed sometimes players would be struggling using long range, like they would have all campers, and I mean, I'm not sure if they're like really camping or they're going for beacons and they're using that, which doesn't even make sense because that means they're not doing that much damage. But the thing is, if you are struggling, even if like I think for me I don't have like newer weapons, they're short range, I feel they still do some good damage if I'm using my cover smartly, and if I'm shooting at the enemy with short range, it will do a lot of damage, more than you may think. Just because they're old weapons, it doesn't mean they're bad. Then fourth advice that I would give to the players that are struggling, especially in beacons games, I would say to go for beacons with your teammates. This is kind of hard to explain, and I feel it's a bit embarrassing to say, hey, I'm struggling, I'm dying a lot, I can't grab beacons by myself. And a lot of the times what players would do, they would start camping, or like they would just ignore the beacons, or they would do something that's like, I'm gonna do it by myself. Listen, I get it, it's not the easiest way to do it, but if you're playing smartly and you see a teammate going for beacons, go with him. If you find someone that's like a really like tough player, I mean in Fortnite we call them sweats. Listen, they won't mind. In my mind, usually back in the day, I always had some healing bots or like even healing titan, so they don't mind, right? Go with them, help them, and try something. I feel like sometimes those players, they see they're trying, you're dying a lot, they won't mind if you're like trying to see like some help, some hand, and still you can help them, they can help you. It's like a win-win. Don't be too like confident about it, or like with an ego, I will do it by myself. And please don't just decide to be a camper. That's like the worst thing you can do. Just admit you can't do it by yourself, your hangar is struggling. Once you get your hangar up, you will be better and you can do it by yourself. But believe me, once upon a time, my hangar was a bit better and I would see some of my teammates were struggling. I didn't mind. Going with me, I tried to help. It's like that. We're on the same team, we're playing for the same, win. Then the next that I would give advice on, it's like something that I definitely don't know right now, but I will get better. It's like you have to know your robots and your weapons, what are the range, what is good, what isn't, what is like the best in your hangar, what's like maybe a little bit struggling, like everything. You have to know your hangar ins and outs. Like I'm not 100 there yet because I just got a new robot and like listen, I'm still learning. But the second part in this I would give, which I'm definitely off, you have to know what other players are using. What is the new meta? What is everyone like trying to like overplay? Like what is like the best? What is very strong? What are like the other robots that maybe you don't even have like in the hangar, which that was definitely me right now, right? What is like their ability when they're the stronger, like you have to know this and how to counter them. Like right now I don't know that, I'm still learning. So how do you learn? I mean, just play the game. You die once or twice, you see, okay, this robot is kind of harsh, this titan is too much. So you play smartly, you use your covers, you get your help with your teammate, all of the both that we just mentioned. And I guess, yeah, one advice that I would give, like watch YouTube, right? Like try to learn. um, I get it, we're all busy, but every once in a while you can like watch 10 minutes, like see what's new, maybe even read something, right? What's new? Like I got a new robot, I googled it. I mean, like there's no shame in my game. I have no idea what is it, but I mean, it looks like a skater boy, so I'm good. But yeah, that's the thing that I would say it's like important. Know your hangar ins and outs, but know others, like what is meta and everything that like could benefit you on the battlefield while you're right in the heat of the moment. And then the last advice I would give to someone that's struggling, that maybe doesn't have good weapons, good robots, like their hangar is struggling, they don't know what to get, or maybe they're free to play, right? That's the thing. Right now, I could say I'm free to play, right? I'm not spending any money at the moment. It was like over 2 years since I played, so it was like over 2 years since I like gave any money to the game. What I'm doing is, of course, I would give advice just to play the game, try to get anything new, anything and everything, but I don't have that much time, so maybe someone can relate to that. So what I would do, I would just try to spin something something. There's always something going on. Honestly, I'm new. I'm like, what is this? Like, there's some new stuff popping up. So many crates, and actually, they're kind of good. You're getting new stuff, even if it's like just components. They're new. They're good. I think so, right? So that's one thing that I would do. Just if you can log on into the game one time per day, 5 minutes, and just open anything and everything you can. 5 minutes top. Then if you have the time, watch the ads, right? But one thing that I would like maybe just give advice, go and do components. I'm not sure, I'm doing a mugi if it's good or not, but it's new, and if nothing else, I can maybe sell it once I make it. Or for me, I feel like it's new. I want to see how it does. I think I was playing it in the test server before I stopped playing, so I think it's kind of okay, robot. But like, don't quote me on that. It's okay for me, I think, right? Like, I think it was fun. So I wanna play it. So do it like that. If you're struggling with robots, do the robot. If you're struggling with weapons, make some weapons. And I would say try to go for short range. Try to do something that like would help your teammate, that will help you. And honestly, if anyone is struggling out there, like just give some healers in there. Like help the team out, right? But yeah, so maybe do some healer in there. One time, like my thinking is right now I notice Kairos is doing really well because when I'm in a ball, I don't die that quickly. So I would say Kairos or like Loki. You can make, I think, both of them in that workshop. So use like something to advantage that would advance your whole team. So if you have bots that are like maybe just creating some chaos, I noticed Kairos is doing pretty good with creating chaos. So do that, put them in there, or like some healings, like help your team. Like if you can be the one like having the best of the best, like full meta. You're going out there killing everyone. You can do that, it's fine. But what you can do is you can help your team with something and decide what that is. Either going for beacons, some healing, or whatever it is. It can make a difference. I can tell you that for sure. It can really help the team. So try to be mindful of that, and when you decide what to do in the workshop, just do that. And I think it can make some difference. So all of the advices, all of the tips and tricks that I mentioned, those are the things that I'm doing right now. Those are the things that I will be doing in the next couple of weeks, months. And like I mentioned, I'm an expert now. I'm not sure how like when I first logged into game, I was like master, but as soon the season switched, it was like, oh no girl, you're going down to expert. And I'm like, okay. So I just started doing all of these things that I mentioned in this video, like by a default, because this is something that I already went through. I was already grinding back in the day, so I already know this stuff. Maybe I'll remember something new and I will share with you in some future videos. But tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Did this help? Are you struggling with your hangar? I noticed there are a lot of things happening in the game, like the lag, the hangar, like I'm playing and all of a sudden it's like connection lost, go to hangar. I noticed there are a lot of like effects, and I'm like, the game doesn't look that pretty. I'm not sure if that was like the case, but like when I'm playing Fortnite, it looks so pretty on the screen, like even when I'm editing and stuff. So I think that might be the case. The game is struggling, so I feel all of that can actually kind of feel like you're struggling even more. But maybe if we can like switch it, take a step back and like just go to basics, because honestly that's something that I need to do right now and I'm actively doing it. If it works, I will tell you like in the future if I'm like going back to masters and champions. So I'm not saying that's the goal, but I wanna go and see how far we can go with all of the advices that I shared here. So I hope this is helpful. If you like my content, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye!
Hope you're planning to stay.